It's not your salary keeping you poor. It's not the economy. It's not bad luck. It's not that you don't work hard enough. It's something quieter than all of that. Something running inside you every single day. Invisible, automatic, and almost impossible to see until someone points directly at it. It's the way your brain has been rewired to destroy your future one small moment at a time. You wake up in the morning, and before your feet even touch the floor, you're already reaching for your phone. Not because you need to, not because something urgent is waiting, but because your brain is already craving its first hit of the day. A notification, a like, a quick scroll through someone else's highlight reel. And in that first 60 seconds before you've even started your day, the pattern has already begun. That feeling, that small, almost unnoticeable pull toward your screen, that's dopamine. And dopamine isn't your enemy. It never was. It was designed to push you toward survival, toward building, creating, hunting, working. It was the biological engine behind every great human achievement. But something changed. See, dopamine doesn't care what triggers it. It just fires. And an entire industry worth hundreds of billions of dollars has spent the last 2 decades engineering products specifically designed to hijack that system. Every scroll, every notification, every flash of color on your screen, every limited time offer sitting in your inbox. They weren't built to entertain you. They were built to keep you chemically dependent on stimulation. And here's where your finances quietly fall apart. When your brain has been absorbing dopamine hit after dopamine hit all day, from your phone, from your feed, from fast food, from impulse purchases, it starts to recalibrate. The baseline shifts. Things that used to feel rewarding start to feel flat. Patience starts to feel unbearable. Waiting starts to feel physically painful. And saving money, which is essentially the act of choosing nothing now for something later, starts to feel completely irrational. Not difficult, irrational. Like your brain genuinely cannot see the point. This is why intelligent people stay broke. Not because they don't understand money, but because their reward system has been so thoroughly overstimulated that long-term thinking has become neurologically uncomfortable. The future feels abstract, but the new purchase, the night out, the upgrade, that feels real. That feels now. And now always wins against later when dopamine is running the decision. Think about the last time you bought something you didn't plan to. Maybe you were stressed. Maybe you were bored. Maybe you'd had a rough day and you just needed something to feel a little better. That wasn't weakness. That was your overstimulated brain doing exactly what it was conditioned to do. Reach for the fastest available reward. The consumer machine doesn't just know this about you. It was built around it. Every advertisement is designed to find you in a moment of emotional vulnerability and offer you a chemical solution to a psychological problem. Buy this and feel better. Upgrade this and feel worthy. Own this and feel like enough. And the cruel irony is that it works for about 11 minutes. And then the feeling fades. And then you need the next one. The way out isn't discipline in the traditional sense. It's not about white-knuckling your way through temptation or punishing yourself for spending. That approach fails because it treats the symptom, not the system. The real shift begins when you start deliberately reducing the noise, when you choose consciously to sit with boredom instead of immediately medicating it with stimulation, when you let a craving pass without acting on it, not forever, just long enough for your brain to remember that it can tolerate discomfort, that waiting doesn't kill you. That delayed gratification is not suffering. It's just a skill you've been trained to forget. Start small. Put the phone in another room for an hour. Let a purchase sit in your cart for 48 hours before buying. Notice the exact emotion you're feeling the moment you want to spend money. Name it. Sit with it. Ask yourself whether you're making a decision or just chasing a feeling. Because here's the truth. Nobody in the consumer economy wants you to understand. Your attention is the product. Your dopamine system is the mechanism. And your financial future is what gets sold in the process. The wealthiest people in the modern world are not necessarily the most talented or the most intelligent. They are often simply the ones who learned earlier than most to be deeply, uncomfortably, deliberately bored, to resist the pull of instant reward long enough for compounding to do what compounding does. Wealth is not built in moments of excitement. It's built in moments of stillness that most people can no longer tolerate. And when you finally understand that your phone, your feed, your consumer habits, and your financial anxiety are all part of the same system, designed by the same people, serving the same purpose, the way you see your life will never be quite the same again.